Welcome to Untamed and Unfiltered Wellness, the podcast where we're tearing up the rulebook of conventional wellness because one size fits all never fits anyone. I'm your host, Jo Swenson, herbalist and founder of Olivia Bell. If you've been inside more than usual lately and your body's feeling a little bit different, it's not your imagination. With the Arctic blast hitting large parts of the United States, a lot of us have been sealed indoors for days and some of us for weeks. Our windows are closed, the heaters are running, and all of our air is just being recycled. And if you just want to open up the door and breathe fresh air, you are not alone. Most of us don't realize that indoor air quality is often worse than outdoor air quality. Not because our houses are dirty, but because our modern home traps everything inside of it. The simple reality is that indoor air gets loaded with stuff that we don't even think twice about. Synthetic fragrances like our scented candles, those plugins that we use, any type of spray, even detergents, our cleaning products, and then our furniture, especially if we're buying new things, new rugs, new flooring, that all off gases and gets trapped inside the house, just like our cooking fumes. And then moisture, that turns into mold or mildew if there is no proper ventilation. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. And that matters a lot, especially when you're stuck in the house all day long. So, how does this affect your health? Well, a lot of us will get low-grade headaches that just come out of nowhere, or brain fog. Our sleep starts to suck, and we get stuffy sinuses. And then we start feeling edgy or wiped for no obvious reason. You see, our nervous system is going to read the air quality as safety information. So when the air is irritating, our body stays on guard like it's supposed to. The World Health Organization has been clear that indoor air quality plays a role in respiratory health, sleep, and overall stress load. But the biggest culprit is fake fragrance. So grab a bottle of your shampoo, maybe your lotion, or any body product. If the word fragrance appears on the ingredient list, what I want you to understand is that fragrance is a catch-all term. It can represent dozens and sometimes hundreds of undisclosed chemicals. Our scented candles, our laundry products, air fresheners, even clean brands can often have fake fragrance that contributes to irritation over time. So if your house is always smelling like something synthetic, something not natural, that is a signal. What can you do about it? Start small. Ventilation is the number one thing you can do to help detoxify the air quality inside. When the weather permits, open your windows. 5 or 10 minutes helps. Make sure that you're using your exhaust fans when you're cooking and when you're in your shower. As far as your bedroom goes, your sleep air quality matters a lot. If you are looking to purchase an air purifier for your bedroom, make sure it has a HEPA filter. Remember, sleep is when our body is trying to recover, so we want to make sure that the environment that we're sleeping in is supporting that recovery. Also, what is the humidity in your home? Aim for 30 to 50%. If it's too dry, it's going to irritate your airways, and if it's too damp, it invites mold. I live in Florida. Humidity is an issue here. But a lot of you in the north that have dry air, some of you need humidifiers. Just keep control of it and cut any fragrance that you have indoors. That one change alone can improve headaches, sleep, and focus within weeks. I recently switched to fragrance-free products, and when I grabbed a lotion that had fragrance in it a few weeks later, I was stunned by how strong the fragrance was. Because when we're using it every day, we don't really pay attention to it. But if you stop using it and go fragrance-free and then go back to it, you're going to be surprised how strong that smell is. But something that I also have been doing is bringing plants into my home. Plants are fantastic to help clean the air. Now, they're not going to replace a HEPA filter, but they're going to clean your air naturally. The top 3 plants that I recommend, and these are all low maintenance and pet friendly as well as kid friendly, are the snake plant, the spider plant, and the parlor palm. Let me break it down. The snake plant works best in your bedroom. I have one in my bedroom. I also have one in my office. It helps with nighttime oxygen exchange. It can be mildly toxic if chewed, so keep it out of the reach of your pets, but it's
extremely manageable. Sometimes you'll see it advertised as mother-in-law tongue, but it's a simple green plant with spikes or spiky leaves. And it's so low maintenance that if you forget to water it for a couple of weeks, it's going to be okay. The second plant that I like to recommend is the spider plant. Now, the spider plant has the long, thin leaves. Mine's variegated. It's got white on the outside and a light green on the inside of the leaf. It is non-toxic, it's easy, it's forgiving, and adaptable. It will help reduce common indoor pollutants, and it's not only great for bedrooms, but it's great in living rooms as well. The cool part about a spider plant is if you take the little juveniles that grow on the end of it and just place it in water, like suspend it in water, it will root it in the water itself, and then you can go ahead and plant it. Actually, it can live in water all the time. All right. And the last one is the parlor palm. It not only is pet safe and kid safe, it makes you feel like you're on vacation. This is a calming and grounding plant because when you see it, honestly, you gotta breathe a sigh of relief. It does well in low to moderate light and it adds humidity support during the dry winter months. All these plants are supportive and work best alongside proper ventilation, humidity control, and cutting your synthetic fragrance use. Think of them as part of your indoor hygiene. Supporting your nervous system isn't all about just what you eat, drink, think, or do. It's also about what you're breathing hour after hour. Indoor air quality is foundational to the environment that we are living in. You want your environment to be supportive for you and your family. You don't need a perfect house, but you do need a breathable space. I hope you make some time today and every day for some peace, some plants, and some pause. Thank you so much for listening to Untamed and Unfiltered Wellness.